everyone, welcome back to the Front Porch Reality. Today I'm here with my premiere week recap for Big Brother 26. And hopefully my microphone is going to work this time. It wasn't working for the last video, so I couldn't do it. I think I have it fixed though. So summer has officially started, Big Brother 26 premiered. I'll be going over some of my thoughts on the cast, the new twist, and the premiere as a whole. So let's get into it. So, I had planned on posting a video for my preseason predictions. In fact, I had it all recorded. It was about 20 minutes worth of a video. And then I realized after the fact that my microphone wasn't working. And it was around midnight when I recorded it, and I didn't feel like re-recording it then. But anyways, here's my preseason prediction real quick without all the explanations that I had it in that video. If you do want me to explain my thoughts on someone, let me know in the comments. I definitely will. So, 16th I have Leah, 15th I have Kenny, 14th I have Matt, 13th I have Lisa, 12th I have Chemo, 11th I have Brooklyn, 10th I have Cedric, 9th I have Mackenzie, 8th I have Rubina, 7th I have Tucker, 6th I have Chelsea, 5th I have Angela, 4th I have Can, 3rd I have T-Core, 2nd I have Joseph, and the winner I have is Quinn. Also, if y'all hear a train in the background, I'm sorry. I don't know how good my mic picks up, so yeah. So let's talk about the night one move-in group first. So night one introduced us to Angela, Cam, Chelsea, Joseph, Chemo, Mackenzie, Rubina, and Tucker. My favorites from this group during the episode were definitely Angela, Joseph, Rubina, and Tucker. Yeah, I don't know why, but I just love them. They're pretty entertaining, I guess, and I'm just excited to see how they do. So, yeah. So, a 17th house guest. After the first day moved in, Julie told him to head to the backyard. She introduced them to a potential house guest that they had the ability to vote in, named Ainsley. Ainsley introduced herself, and then the house guest had to vote for whether to let her in or not. 4 of them said yes, which was Angela, Rubina, Mackenzie, and Joseph. And 4 said no, which was Chelsea, Cam, Chemo, and Tucker. So, Ainsley was not allowed to join the cast, or was she? For the record, I did say yes when they first showed her. Oh, artificial intelligence. Ainsley would, in fact, be joining the season, despite the 4-4 tie saying otherwise. Not in a human form, but in artificial intelligence form. Yes, that's right, Ainsley is AI. That was totally unexpected, right? I mean, right? I mean, I really did expect there to be some kind of AI house guest, to be honest. Ainsley revealed that the 4 house guests who said yes would compete in a challenge to win an upgrade to their game, and the other 4 would compete in another challenge. And the last person to finish that would have their game downgraded. Also, here's Ainsley. And here's what she looked like in human form. Apparently, this woman's actually a famous TikToker. So, yeah. The night one yes comp. I can't remember the name. I think it was like color coordination or something like that. But the night 4, the 4 night 1 contestants who voted yes, which was again Angela, Rubina, Mackenzie, and Joseph's comp, seemed pretty simple on paper. One at a time, they'd sit in the spinning chair, and they shown a color sequence on the walls here. So like red, green, blue, yellow, etc. And they had 1 minute to complete their sequence. Whoever finished it first would win. In this case, whoever had the most amount of right buttons in the quickest time. All 4 competitors struggled pretty bad with this competition, but Mackenzie ended up getting the upgrade, which I'll talk about a little bit later in the video. So yeah, here you can see Angela. She was probably, I think, the last person in the comp. Like, she was the first shown, but she did the worst in this comp, sadly. Okay, next we have the no comp. The night four no, the four night one contestants who voted no, Chelsea, Cam, Chemo, and Tucker's game was actually pretty easy. Um, which kind of surprised me. I felt like it should have been the other way around, or other way around. I think, I don't know. The people who said yes got the should have got the easier comp, because that would make sense with Ainsley in my opinion, because she wanted to give him an upgrade. But whatever. The contestants had to stick their head in four hanging boxes, as you can see here, with each one having a different animal, including snakes, scorpions, roaches, and spiders. And I thought they were just gonna be like in the box, but they had a tube like where your head went in, so you didn't actually make contact with the animals. Um, then they had to unscramble words that were inside the boxes, then find them on the wall outside, as you can see here. Let me see. And then hang them on the box. Then after completing all four boxes, they had to plug in a cord to send off their answers. As you can see here, they had like a cord laying here. You just had to plug it in, and that was very important because you couldn't like stop it until you get the cord plugged in. Chelsea completed her four boxes pretty quick, I thought, but then she forgot to plug it in, which kept ticking her time up. Good grief! I don't know why I keep like misspeaking. And then she lost the competition, giving her a downgrade, which I'll talk about a little bit later. Then the night two move-in group, uh, don't mind the typo. Night two introduced us to Brooklyn, Cedric, Kenny, Lisa, Leah, Lisa, Matt, Quinn, and T-Core. My favorites from this group during the episode were Quinn and T-Core. I liked the others, but none of them stood out to me except those two. Copy and paste to night two. After the second house guest moved in with the other eight in quarantine, Jolie brought them back to the backyard, where you guessed it, they voted on Ainsley. This group was a little bit more unforgiving towards Ainsley though, and it was 6 no's, which was Kenny, Lisa, Cedric, Brooklyn, Matt, and T-Core, and 2 yeses, which was Quinn and Leah. The only different thing about tonight was the new house guests and the different competition. So yeah, they did have different competitions for each night, which was nice to see at least. We didn't have to see the same 2 comps being played again. I think that would have been boring, or even more boring. So the yes comp. The night 2 yes competition was really easy, especially easier than night 1's, which I thought was unfair because I think they should have had equal competitions. Quinn and Leah were tasked with putting 4 different plugs, like you see here, into their sockets in a rotating room. Like here you can see Leah's like on the wall, kind of, and Quinn is struggling to get the plug in. Quinn ended up winning their competition and getting the other upgrade, which I'll talk about in a minute. And the night 2 no competition. For the night 2 no comp, the 6 house guests had to slide a plastic circle plate thingy along a track using their face. They couldn't use their hands. I think they could use their shoulders maybe too. But they had to get 3 different circles in 3 different slots within 1 minute. And whoever was last or didn't complete with the least progress lost. So Cedric ended up being the loser of this competition, and he got his game downgraded. As you can see here, Kenny and I think that's Matt there. So what were the downgrades? As I mentioned earlier, Chelsea and Cedric had their games downgraded, so they received a down. Or I just said that. At the end of the episode, it was revealed that they would become AI mascots, meaning they couldn't play in the HOH, the veto, or vote in the eviction, but they can still be nominated. So they basically can't do anything this week. And I'm not gonna talk about spoilers in the feeds here, because this is just for the 2 episodes. I might do or no, I probably won't because I don't have time. But I will do a quick video on TikTok probably tomorrow about it. Then, what are the upgrades? As I mentioned earlier, Mackenzie and Quinn won their respective competitions, so they received upgrades from Ainsley. They would either get the deepfake HOH or America's Veto. We will find out which one goes to which house guest on Sunday, and we'll figure out what they both mean probably on Sunday too. And Sunday's gonna be a 90-minute episode, I'm pretty sure. So I'm excited for that. I'll definitely be watching, even though I'm gonna be gone. Gonna be gone. But anyways, here's some other fun statistics. So the move-in order was Tucker. He wanted to break the curse. If you didn't know, there's a curse like whoever moves in first to the house has never won, like in the American series. So he wanted to go in first and break the curse. Chemo was second to move in, then Angela, then Chelsea, then group 2, of night 1 we had Rubina, then Joseph, then Mackenzie, then Cam. And then night 2 we had Leah going in first, then Matt, then T-Core, then Quinn, and then we had Brooklyn, then Lisa, then Cedric, and then Kenny. And over here is my preseason poll results. So this is all percentage. So 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, etc. So Cam had the most, or Cam and T-Core actually, they're tied. And I think they both had 70% rating for him. And then 30% neutral. So they're pretty good off. And Angela, she had I think 60% or 65% rooting for it. And the rest neutral. Chemo is when they started getting a little bit more controversial, I guess you could say. And a lot more not a fans. But as you can see down here, Kenny was the least favorite by far. He had almost all 30%, or no, that would be 70%. I'm dumb. But he had 70% no, which was crazy. And Lisa, she was the most neutral out of everyone. She had no people rooting for her. She had a ton neutral, and then a little bit not a fan. I think 30%, but that's not bad, I guess. Because I think only 10 people voted, so that would be 10% for each person. If you want to vote, I have my Instagram and my next slide, my handlebar. So yeah, there'll be no recap next Friday. I wanted to let y'all know that I won't be having my weekly recap next Friday. It'll probably be Monday of the next week, because I'll be out of town. I won't be able to record for the YouTube. So make sure to check out my other social media platforms where I post short form content, TikTok, and statistics and polls on Instagram. My Instagram is Front Porch Reality 1. That's all lowercase, no spaces. I guess you can't put spaces in Instagram anyways. And TikTok is the Front Porch Reality, but it is spelled reality. It's not how I spell it on YouTube. I should probably change that at some point, but probably I don't know if I will or not. And I will be posting short recaps on TikTok after every episode, even while I am gone. So make sure to go check them out. I think I'll have my next polls on Instagram on Thursday next week after the eviction. So stay tuned, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit post notifications. If you enjoyed this recap and want more weekly recaps, Make sure to subscribe to the channel as well as liking this video and turning on post notifications, as it really helps me out a lot and it'll help the channel grow as a whole. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time on the Front Porch Reality. Bye everyone.